Today we're going to be going over the Phoenix in Clash Royale, showing you guys some gameplay, showing you exactly what you can expect for this new card coming to Clash Royale. Getting straight into the stats for this card, it's a legendary, it's a troop, it's got an absolutely sick art style. The Phoenix, going to be doing 242 damage at level 11, it's got 181 death damage, its crown tower death damage is 55, 268 damage per second. Pretty big damage numbers. Now to give you an idea of how much damage that is, we all know how much damage the Mega Minion does, 311, it's a pretty heavy hitting air unit, and its hit speed is 1.6 seconds. Now going back to the Phoenix, check out this thing's hit speed, only 0.9 seconds, so it's going to be hitting quicker, it's going to be doing so much damage, you really don't want to let this thing get on your tower. A great example of the damage it can do is right here. It shreds through that Valkyrie, it's going up against the archers, we're going to see a miner come down, it's going to distract the tower. After the Phoenix dies, it obviously, of course, does a little bit of damage, its egg when it lands on the ground, and then the Phoenix respawns, an entirely new Phoenix, full HP, going to do a bunch more work. It is super cool to see that they're bringing unique aspects to the game like the Phoenix. This is something we have never seen before in Clash Royale. To start, we're going to go over some awesome ways to counter the Phoenix, and then we're going to get into ways that you can utilize the Phoenix with other decks and potentially have really strong combinations. But let's say you have the Phoenix coming in, as you see, it will one-shot the minions, but it's going to get taken down, and then its egg is going to be right in front of the tower. So can the tower take out the egg at that close range? Yes, it can. Now we've got a level 12 mirrored Phoenix here. We're going to go in with some bats, and as you see, once again, it's going to get really destroyed by this swarm. It's going to get hung up. If this was a level 11, when it would have died, it's a little bit sooner here, but as you see, the level 12 egg isn't going to be enough to get taken out. It is once again taken out. So we've established that swarm air units are great answers. Now let's check out how the Dark Goblin's going to do against this thing. It's ranged, it does a lot of damage. Is it going to die? And yes, it does get hit by the egg, but it does not die. Dark Goblin takes it out. So keep in mind, that is another positive elixir trade against the Phoenix. Let's say the Phoenix is coming in once again. Infernal Tower, of course, is going to absolutely shred this thing. It takes it down no problem, and it will of course incinerate that egg. Musketeer, doing a lot of ranged damage, is also going to be able to deal with the Phoenix pretty easily here, as you see, just taking it down. Flying Machine, going to be another answer here because of the range, because it's not going to be able to get too close too quickly. The Phoenix will go down there, and the Flying Machine will take out the egg. Of course, Minion Horde is also going to absolutely destroy this thing. However, this is a negative elixir trade, so not something you're going to typically want to use. As you see here, it will get taken down. Definitely not one of the best answers, though. Now, check out an Inferno Dragon against this thing. The tower will help out. The Inferno Dragon is taking massive damage, though. The Inferno Dragon barely surviving, but hey, it is a 4 elixir for 4 elixir trade. Now, let's say you have a Lava Hound coming across the bridge. How will the Phoenix hold up on defense? As you see, it does a pretty hefty amount of damage. Nothing like an Inferno Dragon, of course, but it's certainly getting the job done. Lava Hound gets on the tower. It's only going to get a couple hits before it pops. The Phoenix will also be able to deal with those lava pups, and as you see, it holds on to a good amount of its HP, and because you have such crazy counter push potential, you're going to see the Phoenix here is going to die, and then they're going to still need to deal with the egg if you can make a counter push. The Phoenix got on tower. Now we're going to go ahead and zap the tower. Does that buy enough time for the Phoenix to respawn? It does. So Zap Spell is going to be a fantastic spell to go along with the Phoenix. A Giant's coming in. Let's see how the Phoenix does against it. Once again, it's going to just shred through this Giant's HP for 4 elixir. It doesn't get too much better, especially when you consider the value that this thing is going to get on attack because of the egg potentially respawning an entirely new one. The Giant gets a couple hits, but is it the end of the world for just 4 elixir? Certainly not. Now, one of the strongest win conditions in the game right now is Royal Giant. Let's see how the Phoenix is going to do. This is a level 12 Phoenix, keep in mind. It's going to take down the Royal Giant after getting just 2 hits. If a Hog Rider is going in, the Phoenix is placed perfectly. You'll see the Hog Rider is only going to get a couple hits. The Phoenix will take it down after getting 2 hits. Not the best answer for Hog Riders. The Phoenix really thrives against units like Baby Dragon, where it can get really close. It'll absolutely destroy the Baby Dragon. As you see there, the Baby Dragon barely survives, even with the tower helping. Now we're going to go over a couple combos you can do with the Phoenix and where I think it will absolutely thrive. In Lava Hound, Phoenix is going to be so powerful because if the Lava Hound is tanking the eggs, if the Phoenix gets taken out behind it, will of course be able to regenerate really easily, getting you a ton of value. For example, right here, as you see, even if the opponent has a ton of defensive answers and the Phoenix gets taken down, Lava Hound Miner Phoenix is going to be coming in the meta because as you see, the Phoenix respawns. That is so much value. The opponent is going to have like hardly any elixir. It's going to be almost impossible to deal with. Even if the Phoenix is getting taken out, you can go in with the Miner, you can go in with the Zap to protect the egg. It will allow the egg to get the respawn, and so it'll have even more value. You'll see here the Phoenix respawns. It's right on top of the tower, and now the opponent's once again going to have less elixir to work with. So there you have it, some Phoenix gameplay, some simple tips and tricks you can do with the card. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm super excited for this card to be coming out. But thank you once again for watching. Master Diddy-san, out.